back to Booktoodles, and this week I'm going to be doing the beautiful book covers tag, which I've found on Spines and Covers blog, and I'll link her blog in the description below. So let's get to it. I thought this was a really good tag because there are so many book covers out there that are just beautiful, and I want to take a moment to appreciate them and share the ones that I personally think are beautiful book covers. So I have some questions. This was a really hard decision to make. I have so many books, I have beautiful front covers. But the 5 that I have chosen to go with for now are, see if I can balance this, these Broken Stars. Love the front cover. Straight away what grabbed me was the stars, but also the characters on the front, especially the girl with the red hair and the green dress. Straight away the colours just stood out and grabbed me straight away. So that Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. This cover is gorgeous. I am absolutely in love with it. I'm still reading this book, so I hope to get a review up next week, but at the moment the cover is gorgeous, and I hope the rest of the series have covers just like this because it's just stunning. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Favourite Harry Potter book of the series, plus I absolutely adore this edition's cover work. Drawings are spectacular, and yes, it is a very spoilery front cover, but nonetheless it is gorgeous and I love it. Rebel Val by Rachel Hawkins. This book cover to me is just beautiful. Adorable covers that have just really simplistic symbols on the front. For example, she's got the pearls and the knife, which I think is just awesome. It's symbolic, yet we're not too sure what it means. So I really love this, and the colours in this, I just love pinks and peaches and these type of colours. I think it's gorgeous. And my last book that I am finding most beautiful at the moment is The Unbecoming of Maridara. Actually, the whole series is beautiful. The whole book series is gorgeous, and the cover art for all 3 books is fantastic. But for me, the first book is what attracted me to the series in the first place. The cover art is really fantastic. I just love this type of art. Not necessarily because you can't see the face of the characters, but it's just something about it. I don't know. It's vague and it's ambiguous and you don't quite know what it means, but yet it's enticing, and I like that, and I think it looks really awesome. So that's my 5 beautiful books for the moment. This was a little bit tricky for me. I have many favourite colours, but at the moment I am absolutely loving aquas and turquoise colours. So with that in mind, I chose Drums of Autumn by Diana Gabaldon, the 4th book in the Outlander series. I love this cover. I love the colour itself, but I also love the simplistic cover, which I have for most of her books. And this is quite a large book, so I get to see lots of my favourite colour on it, and I must say it looks very pretty on my shelf with this aqua turquoisey colour, so that's why I picked that one. My least favourite colour at the moment is yellow. I'm not a fan of yellows or mustards. Don't know why, just not a big fan of them. But my book that I have chosen is actually beautiful, and it does feature my least favourite colour, yellow. And that is The Secret Garden, which is the Puffin Classic Editions hardback one. I think this cover is beautiful. I love the pictures. The art is really symbolic to the story, and it's just really pretty. Just really pretty. So even though I don't like the colour yellow, I absolutely adore this book cover. The book that I have chosen for my classic is this edition of Emma by Jane Austen. I bought this not that long ago, and I think I showed it in one of my other videos. This book is leather bound, it's beautiful, and it's got typography all over it, so I think it's got a very modern feel to a classic book, and I'm in love with it in terms of its design. It's very unique. You don't see many books like this out there, and being a classic, I think it's a fantastic way to represent it with all the favourite quotes on the front. So this was one that was a little bit trickier to pick. For children's books, I have so many that I love, but I've gone with some books that I read when I was younger. They are classics, and they are The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis, and The Adventures of the Wishing Chair by Enid Blyton. I couldn't pick between the two. I love both of these books because the drawings on the front just bring me back to my childhood every time. I used to read them, have my mum read them to me and my sister, and I remember, you know, looking at the front cover and thinking about these characters when I was reading it or when my mum was reading it to me. So I think these two are an example of awesome cover art for children's books. These covers are very reminiscent of my childhood, like growing up in the 90s and stuff. I don't know, I just always associate that with growing up in that time. So I love these covers. Not gonna lie, a book is attractive because of its cover. Just like a movie poster is attractive for a film sometimes, it's the same with covers on a book. And if it's a beautiful cover, 9 times out of 10, it will draw me in straight away. However, I don't necessarily buy it based on the front cover. I usually like to read the blurb first. The one book that I can say that I bought based on the front cover alone would be Unearthly by Cynthia Hand. This is the Australian edition, and it is, I think it's the Australian edition. Yes, it is the Australian edition, and it is beautiful. All 3 books in her series are beautiful, and this drew me straight away. So I can say I bought this one because of the cover, read it, enjoyed it, so therefore I bought the remaining 2 books in the series.